Jermaine Johnson able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. On third down, Mixon. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. Stop the clock with 5 seconds to go. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he's got some space here. On the move past the 40. Touchdown, Cowboys. Odell Beckham saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Inside handoff to Mixon. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On second down, here's Penny. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Murray. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. From the 25 on second down. Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. First and 10 right at the 20. Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, here's Mixon. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on third down. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Murray now on first down. That's complete right around the 8. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. Here's Murray. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. CeeDee Lamb from 8 yards out. And the Giants are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it would appear that that first round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And some room to maneuver. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First down, Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Murray. Pass thrown right back to Joe. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Come on. Hey, 18 Cardinal.
Running from the gun with Henry. And some room to work. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Inside handoff, Henry. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16. But conversion anyway. They call a run on 3rd and a mile. Not only do they convert, but they tack on some yards at the end of it too.
They went against what anyone would think would be a tendency, which is you're going to throw the ball on 3rd and a mile, right? But instead they decide to run the football because sometimes what you get is
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gano now to add the extra point. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You think that